When the Surakari attacked Kaylynn 6, we knew little about the intelligence they had gathered on their target. And one of their smaller squadrons, identified as Beta Squadron, headed straight for the primary orbital mineral refinery, I gambled. Squadrons of light Heragul warships struck at the flanks of the main Surakari fleet. Hopefully they would cause enough trouble to draw the attention of Beta Squadron. Welcome to the first Kaylynn 6 battle report. I am Jason, the creator of Legends of Kalidasia. And today my friend John here is playing the Heragul fleet. He's basically trying to cause a whole bunch of trouble for my larger Surakari fleet aligned along this edge of the board. Now the objective here is that the Surakari has about 25% more points than the Heragul squadron. But the idea is the Heragul squadron is just trying to cause enough trouble to pretty much distract more Surakari forces away from the more critical target of the orbital refinery and join the battle over here. So let's get started with the first initiative phase. Alright, so Heragul rolled a 5 in the initiative, Surakari rolled a 2, so Heragul will have the initiative for turn number 1. Okay, first two moves for the Surakari. Battle cruiser is going to go ahead and start bringing himself around. And then the anti-missile frigate is also going to go ahead and try to get himself into the fight as soon as possible. 6. Just get within range. Destroyer's up next.
One advantage that the Surakari have is they are very agile. So even though they were bushwhacked in the tail of their convoy, they're able to react quickly to the Heragul deviltry. It's 6. And the Tiger Shark has a maneuver class of B. So I'll do my turn. And that allows me to turn. And I'm going to advance 6 more.
And then finally, we've got the last frigate in my fleet here. I'm just going to angle him not his full distance. Going to go straight for that Tiger Shark. Let's see if we can knock that thing out.
You are going to do no such thing.
This turning in Legends of Kalidasia occurs at any point during the warship's movement, whether start or finish. Or
I want to do that.
So the Heragul players elected not to track any of his warships, which allows them to make a turn in place after all warships have moved. Surakari player, on the other hand, me, is going to make a lot of tracking because I have a lot of weapons that need to be faced directly at who I'm shooting at. So just to make sure, he's already good.
Spend reaction.
This destroyer though needs to spend a reactor point to point of the Tiger Shark. And I am going to have him probably can't get the Tiger Shark, but I can get the destroyer. These guys down here, he can turn up at 90 degrees. I'm just going to set him up for next turn movement. And let me get the turn card for the battle cruiser just because he really matters. More or less, that's about right. All the Surakari fighters escorted warships, so they don't move anymore this turn, but the Heragul has all his fighters coming up to attack. So recap here, the sensor phase. We got most of the fire going down on the Surakari frigate and destroyer right here, whereas the Surakari are going to be concentrating firepower on the Tiger Shark, as well as the other flanking destroyer.
This is the Heragul Crescent of Death, trying to pick off the escorting fighters on the little eeny beeny Surakari frigate.
And that's 8 fighters in this Crescent of Death, 2 dice each, so 16 dice, needing 5s or 6 to hit with a reroll.
Because of the Gatling gun. Here we go. A couple more. That's it.
That's 6 hits. Which
7 hits? Nope, 6.
Yeah. Which, given I have 3 fighters there, each fighter takes 2 damage. It's enough to eliminate all 3 of the fighters. However, I do get to fire back with my fighters, so I need 4 pluses to hit. And that's 1, 2 hits. So one of his fighters is going to go down in the process.
These are the arc cannons from the
Fighter frigate over there.
Fighter frigate.
6 dice, 5s are better to hit.
Oh!
Oh man.
I need one of the 4.
Any one of those 4 fighters. Same target, basically. We got 1 hit, so 1 damage on one of the fighters.
Next is another arc cannon.
Yep.
I'll go with this guy.
Alright, so different fighter target then. Same thing, 5s are better. 1 more damage.
1 more hit.
First Surakari anti-fighter weapons from my frigate to that guy right there. I need 2 dice, 3s are better. 1 damage on him. And then my destroyer over here, right off camera, he has a rapid pulse cannon firing 4 dice, 5s or better, at the same target. And that's no hits.
So much for the Surakari.
First capital warship attack is going to be the AA frigate onto my Surakari frigate here with 2 sets of 3 fire cannons.
And they hit on 3 or more?
3 or more. 2 from the other one or 2 from each?
2.
2 from each, okay. Alright.
So 2 fire torpedoes from this battery. Okay.
2 hits with
Bad.
1 auto critical.
Yes, the fire torpedo has a nice trait, which armor piercing. And
That's 7 criticals right there.
fires a reactor.
Yep. Reactor point to transfer the next incoming attack to the other armed bank. So first 3, taking out some sensor points there.
Yes.
So 1 so far. He spent 2 sensor points. He's going to reroll the 2 attacks that missed. And that's going to be 2 more hits. That's more criticals.
2 or 3 total?
3, that's 3 total, yeah.
Alright, and then the second battery?
Second battery, same thing. 3 more dice. We have 2 more hits so far. 1 more sensor point.
For reroll.
And
a miss.
still a miss. So 2 more damage, but still going to trigger even more. Finally, we have the last Hammerhead frigate engaging the other Surakari frigate with 2 sets of 3 fire cannons. And the frigate just went ahead and fired a pair of javelin missiles. They're a special type of weapon where they don't roll dice with them. They just get little tokens on the board, and next turn they'll lock on and hit an enemy target.
3
3
hits.
hits.
And next battery, fire cannon 3.
3 more hits. There's the result of the damage from 3 warships firing at the Surakari frigate. We got most of its armor gone and a whole bunch of critical hits to resolve later on.
Okay.
So Heragul destroyer firing at the Surakari destroyer, spent a sensor point and got 2 6s for 2 automatic critical hits in addition to the normal 8 points of damage that thing is going to do.
Those Heragul, they can never be trusted.
I need the other stat card. Alright, next up you have 3 fire cannons.
Yes, 2 batteries of 3.
So we got 2 hits of the fire cannon so far. 1 more hit, so that's 3 damage.
By spending a sensor, I got a reroll.
So 1 more sensor point going to burn. He's already done another critical damage to me. And 1 more, so 3 more points of damage to my second armor bank, inflicting 2 more critical.
Tiger Shark is firing its fire torpedo, armor bank 2.
First torpedo hits with a 6, which is another automatic critical in addition to 4 points of damage.
All 3 Heragul fire torpedoes rolled 6s.
Oh,
What are the odds of that?
not very good, but very devastating. Uh-oh.
And
One
last
more
sensor.
sensor point to get 1 more set
Is
of
my,
criticals.
is my prophecy true? And
No.
it's not. Oh, 2.
Just barely hanging in there.
Hubris defeats me.
And here's a result of the next round of Heragul firing against the destroyer. A lot of armor damage and quite a few critical hits. And now it's time for the Surakari to fire back. First up for the Surakari, we have the destroyer. It's firing on the Tiger Shark. And we're going to use my heavy plasma pulse beam. 3+, my weapons are green. And it's going to do some nasty stuff. Yeah. So 3 damage from the hit from the heavy plasma pulse beam onto his Tiger Shark. And I've now got 2 medium plasma pulse beams. Take the same bank or transfer it.
What's the damage on the medium?
They are
pulse beam?
up to 3 damage each if I roll well.
Okay, yes, same bank.
Same bank, okay.
I won't roll well.
I rolled incredibly well.
Oh my god.
2 6s, that's 6 damage to that same armor bank then. 4 plasma cannons going against the same bank, 3 pluses. We've had, there's 2 misses there. We're going to burn 2 of my sensor points on there.
Will not matter.
Well, 1 more hit, so 3 damage to the same armor bank. And I've got 2 more turret-mounted plasma cannons.
Okay, I'm spending a reactor to transfer it to the other armor bank.
Alright. And that would be 1 hit, 1 miss, burning a sensor point to reroll the miss. 2 hits for 2 more points of damage. Actually, no, just 2 points of damage at armor bank, not more. Next up, the Surakari frigate over here is teaming up against the Tiger Shark. He's got 2 medium plasma pulse beams. Same thing, 3 pluses. With 1 6 and 1 4, so that's a bonus damage on the one that rolled a 6, so 5 points of damage.
This will be
Neither armor bank you want because it's a new attacker. Alright, 3 plasma cannons. We'll spend a reactor point. That's 3 hits for 3 points of damage. And finally, just 1 turret mounted gun.
I'm going to put it to the other bank.
Alright, and that's a hit for 1 more point of damage. So here's the damage done to Tiger Shark with 10 additional critical hits that'll be rolled a little bit later. So 1 one final attack left. We have my Surakari destroyer firing upon his Heragul destroyer right over there. I've only got 3 weapons in range. So first up is my heavy plasma pulse beam, 3+, a miss.
The Heragul destroyer yawns.
Oh, but it comes back and hits 5+ or extra point of damage, so 4 damage to that destroyer. That would be 6 points of damage from his medium plasma pulse beams. I believe that goes through both rows of armor.
4, 5, 6. Hubris.
Hubris gives him 4 critical hits.
All 6s.
So we have 7 dice of critical hits on my frigate. That is not good. He has no weapons. His weapons are blown off, and he's in about possibly might. Alright, so after the critical hit rolls, we have 1 extra damage to the structure of the Surakari, which means he has a chance of being destroyed. I'm going to roll 2 dice. I need to get basically 2 1s for him to be destroyed in this case. Fortunately, I rolled a 4 and a 3, so he's still alive. His hull integrity did not fail this time. Alright, destroyers up next for critical hits. We have 4 sets of 2. And there goes some heavily damaged weapons. And then hull and engine damage. And he has 1 more die for 1 extra critical hit from his torpedoes. And that will also cause another point of damage to his engine.
Tiger Shark's first roll is a 1. We'll take 2 hits to the weapons.
That's good. I'll put him in the yellow.
2 hits to the
Sensors.
sensors, so that'll be 4 hits. So sensors are
Gone.
offline.
And 1 damage will transfer to the reactor.
And the reactor is going to take 2 damage.
2 more hits.
In addition to the 1 that was carried forward from the sensors, so the reactors are offline. And his hull takes 2 hits. And he yawns because he still has all his weapons, unlike his Surakari brethren. And on the Heragul destroyer,
Damaged weapons. Yes, that's unfortunate.
he took
2 dice. So 4 criticals.
4
2
criticals.
dice.
He rolls 2 dice. He's going to do a 2 and a 3.
Engine and
He'll
sensors.
take 2 hits to engines, which are still green. 2 hits to sensors, so he still has 1 left.
So at the end of the turn, the Surakari player rolls 2d6. If this number is less than the current turn number, plus the number of Surakari warships destroyed, then basically the Surakari player loses the mission. Of course, it's first turn, nothing's been
So
destroyed.
here's my roll. The target number is 1 plus 0 destroyed ships. I need to roll a 1 or less on
I'm
2
2d6.
dice. Here we go.
6! Oh,
failure.
Unfortunately, it's a
I
failure.
rolled too high.
Let's go with turn 2. Heragul a 1.
Yes. We're ready.
Surakari a 5. It's time for Surakari to take the initiative for this turn.
Do 7.
So for your second warship, it's going to be your frigate is going to jump behind and he's going to start turning around to get a backstrike in.
I don't know. He just
He
wants.
probably can do it.
Oh yeah.
With the tracking movement, he'll be able to. Well, as soon as you take down that destroyer and frigate, you tied up my advantage pretty quickly. So he's going to burn a reactor point to get his full 12-inch movement out. Anti-missile frigate, he's going to burn his full 16 inches, burning a reactor point to get up here.
Slow speed.
So let's to the destroyer.
Yep. I'm going to start by turning and advancing 2 inches.
Bringing up kind of my fresh destroyer back here. I'm going to try to get around his squadron a little bit. Just go just his normal speed at 11 inches. And then my heavily damaged frigate, I'm going to see if I can get him across behind the enemy lines to somehow minimize damage.
It won't matter. The Heragul have turreted weapons.
It really won't. It gets his big weapons out of range for most guys, but yeah, he's in pretty bad shape still. But being behind him like that will give me a bonus to attack with this heavily damaged weapon.
It really has nowhere to hide. It just advances 2.
My last destroyer, who's also heavily damaged, is going to try to just fly past the enemy fleet and make a turn to point at him, which brings him into the main guns of 1 guy instead of about 4 at the moment. So we'll see what happens. The Heragul player is tracking his ships, giving him that extra turn.
The Tiger Shark also spins reactor, but the engineering crew informs the captain that there is no power.
Okay, Surakari's got a few tracking moves. First one, just to make sure I've got a line on that guy. And then we're going to go over to this, my other destroyer, who's going to just make sure he's pointed straight at the enemy destroyer. And that will be it for my tracking. Sensor points have gone down. The Heragul player looks to be concentrating firepower on my 2 destroyers. And I am basically firing back mostly at his destroyers with taking a few shots at the Tiger Shark to finish it off.
He will not be finished off.
So we're in the fighter movement here. The Heragul missiles are going against one of my frigates, and then he's sending his fighters to basically finish off the heavily damaged frigate. And then I have a few fighters to move right here. I am going to send them up against this destroyer.
Won't matter.
Won't matter. So I've got 4 fighters going against a precision attack against the destroyer here. 2 of them are damaged, so I need 5 pluses, but I'm rolling them separately because they can possibly damage themselves. But they don't, and get 2 successes. Now the undamaged guys, same thing, 5 pluses, and 1 nothing and 1 fail. So one of my undamaged fighters takes a point of damage, and now I can choose 2 critical hits to apply to that destroyer.
What would you like?
Okay, I have some anti-fighter attacks. I'm going to try to shoot down the damaged fighter here at the frigate. Success. The destroyer is going to fire at one of the fighters around him. 4 dice, 5s or better. That would be no hits.
No, not good.
And then I have a destroyer back here who's going to support this destroyer as well. Same weapon, but different ship firing. 1 point of damage to one of the fighters.
And 1 die is injured.
Or destroyed in this case, but yes.
So these have Gatling guns. So
just same thing, 2 dice, 5s are better for precision hits.
5s are better, and no reroll?
No reroll in this.
Alright, here we go. Precision hits. Here we go.
Nothing.
Lone fighter. He misses.
And destroys himself in the front. Oh, he's already dead.
Yes, we'll see.
We have 3 undamaged fighters going against my destroyer and 1 damaged.
There we go.
3
5s and
undamaged.
6s. 5s and 6s.
Nope. And last guy, no.
Alright. Nothing.
Nothing. But now you have your anti-fighter weapons to attack.
Yeah.
It would be 1 damage to him.
1 hit. The second destroyer with his arc cannon, one of the guys next to him. Nothing. Guy in the flank.
There we go. 1's down.
This guy. He's the unlucky one.
Alright, Surakari are attacking with their main weapons now. We have my heavily damaged destroyer going against his destroyer. So, heavy plasma pulse beam. My weapons are red, meaning I need to roll 5 to hit. But it will trigger my bonus damage if I do actually manage to hit. And I do not. I'm going to burn a sensor point to try and re-roll that. And that's still a miss.
So what happens when your sensor or your fire controller is
Yes.
damaged?
Medium plasma pulse beam. Same thing. 5's a hit. No hits yet. And I'm going to re-roll 1 of those. I have 1 sensor point left to burn on the target. I will get a hit for 3 damage because of the bonus. Alright, plasma cannons. Same thing. 5 damage each. 2 hits, so 2 points of damage.
5 damage each.
Oh, sorry, 1 damage each.
I know.
Sure, 5 damage each. And then a turret of 2 plasma cannons for 1 more point of damage to the ship.
And by me spending a reactor, I avoided critical hit.
Alright, my damaged fighter, or damaged frigate, is firing into his other destroyer. I need 6 to hit because my weapons are destroyed.
Fun.
That's 2 misses. I am not going to burn any sensor points.
Why not, Jason?
Okay,
Why not?
Fine, why not? I got enough for the big guns on the destroyer firing at him elsewhere, so why not?
Oh, watch him hit.
Nope.
As good as my AA fire.
Hubris didn't fail this time. Alright, 3 plasma cannons. 6s. That's 1 point of damage to this destroyer. Either armor bank is the new attacker for free. And then I got 1 more plasma cannon to fire, which will miss. Here comes my fresh destroyer, targeting his damaged destroyer. Heavy plasma pulse beam. That would be a hit with a bonus point of damage, so 4 damage to that destroyer. Next weapon's coming in, 2 medium plasma pulse beams. 1 hit, 1 miss, burning a sensor point. For 2 hits, for a total of 5 damage from the bonus. And then I've got my plasma cannons. 4 plasma cannons, 3 pluses.
I'm spending a reactor to shift to the armor bank.
Alright. 3 hits so far. I'm going to burn a sensor point to reroll the one that missed. Still only 3 hits from the plasma cannons. And then I've got 2 more plasma cannons to fire at you. And 1 more sensor point to reroll the miss. Still a miss, so 1 more point of damage to you.
Oh, nice.
The last Surakari warship to fire is going to be my anti-missile frigate, trying to finish off his Tiger Shark. That's my pulse beam from my anti-missile frigate to the Tiger Shark. 1 miss, 1 hit, sensor point. For a hit with a bonus damage, so 5 damage. And then I've got 2 plasma cannons. This is an anti-missile frigate. 1 miss, 1 hit. Last sensor point on that guy. 1 more hit for 2 more points of damage. So the Heragul warship attack phase begins with these 2 missiles hitting my frigate, doing 2 points of damage, taking off the rest of his armor. So first out are more missiles coming from the Heragul frigate, and then probably fire cannons to try to finish off my frigate.
2 banks of 3 fire cannons. Here we go. No sensors, so I roll what I roll. First one.
It doesn't need much to go down. That's two
Two
hits. That's bad.
And the second one, two hits.
Two more hits. So he's in pretty bad shape right now. Okay, so the AA frigate is going to open fire on my damaged destroyer.
It's forward batteries. Range is half.
So
Easily
in range.
Here we go.
3 fire cannons.
First three hits.
Bank number 1. And I'm going to transfer. No, I'll keep the same bank.
And the second one, 1 hit.
Tiger Shark was left of him. Torpedo into my destroyer.
Here we go.
This weapon's still undamaged, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 3 plus. That's
Sensor.
a miss.
That's why we do sensors.
That's still a miss, though.
Oh, hurts. Wrong, 2 hits.
2 hits to this destroyer with his forwarded gun. Now his turret fire cannon is going to fire backwards into my other damaged destroyer.
1 hit.
1 hit. Okay.
That's not to your rear, is it?
That would probably be in my rear, just barely in my rear. So
Does that make that a hit?
That'll be a hit then, because it's a +1 bonus to hit.
Oh.
So 2 damage to the damaged one, and
2 damage to the crushed one.
2 fire torpedoes from the undamaged destroyer going all the way over here to my destroyer.
It's range 16.
So everything's in range of going to fire
So
as well.
we'll start
torpedoes.
with the 2 torpedoes.
Bank 2.
2 hits.
2 hits with a bonus critical,
bonus
so it's
crit.
8 damage. And fire cannon's going to go on the destroyer right in front of him. Bank 1 for me.
3 hits.
3 hits, so that's 3 points of damage. No, either one's bad. 1, 2, 3. I'll transfer my reactor point. I'll put a reactor point to transfer the other bank.
And the second fire cannon. 2 hits.
2 hit. Damage destroyer is firing his turret fire cannons into my heavily damaged destroyer.
So it hits on 3s because of the rear.
Yep, hits in the rear because his weapons are damaged. But
That's what I meant.
That's what you meant. Okay.
No. Here we go. Oh, 1 hit.
Only 1 hit though. The fire torpedoes from the destroyer now to my fresh destroyer.
Looking for 3s. Spend a sensor.
He's already taken a battery of torpedoes, hasn't he?
Reroll.
Okay, bank 1.
Made it good.
And bonus critical. Ew.
Same target.
Alright.
Reroll with my last sensor on the 2.
2 hits. So 3 points of damage. Okay. Same bank. So after the Heragul firing, we got a lot more critical hits on the Surakari side over here than I managed to inflict on the Heragul side.
The Heragul are dragons.
Upside down camera.
They are mighty and can take it.
They really can.
It's reactor, which is damage, so it goes to structure.
So he's not retreating yet.
He's not retreating. He's
He
1
is
point in
one of
that,
those.
2 points in this.
I should have put a
And he-
little bit more
And
firepower
he only
into
has
him.
2 systems out. He's still holding his own.
Yeah, a little bit ahead of ourselves. Small correction. It's only one.
Only engines.
Only engine got damaged in the Tiger Shark, not the structure as well.
Alright, so
This is
here.
destroyer.
2
2
sets, 2 dice. We'll hit 4 and 3.
Reactor and sensors each take 2. My heavily damaged destroyer rolling for criticals on him. Weapons, a lot of damage to sensors. Oh no, this is my undamaged destroyer. 2 hits to weapons. His sensors will be taken out, and 2 hits to his reactor.
Damage destroyer, 3
Damage
dice.
destroyer, 3 critical hits. Structure, reactor, and engine. And last up is a heavily damaged frigate. If either of these roll a 5 or 6, he's guaranteed to die. If neither one's a 5 or 6,
There's a good chance he dies.
Well, good chance he dies.
And he's dead. If I roll a 3 or less on 2d6 added together,
He already
the Heragul will win the scenario. So here we go. We're going to get a 2 or 3. My odds are good.
Nope.
Oh,
5. We're going on for at least
close.
1 more turn.
1 more turn, the battle continues. This is turn 3. We've both been bloodied a little bit, but here's the initiative. See what
Heragul.
happens. Heragul,
Got 2.
Mighty 2,
Surakari. Got a
Mighty
4.
4. Surakari holds the initiative.
I have my Surakari destroyer who has engines are shot out. So he's going to move half his distance, which rounded, well, it's about 5.5 actually, let me round up. And then, if I wish to, I can spend a reactor point to make a turn, which I'm going to do. Heragul frigates are moving up. The warship that should have been in the middle of the squadron to attack anywhere quickly is slowly making its way to the battlefield.
Was the Vanguard ship.
Yeah, apparently. My last normal unit's gonna be my anti-missile frigate, whose goal is just to get up here and make sure that Tiger Shark dies.
All right, I'm moving a Heragul destroyer, adjusting and advancing 6 inches. He's going to take that frigate head on. My second Heragul destroyer is also going to adjust, but he is not so brave. He's only advancing 2.
You're teaming up against my other little guy now.
Why not? It makes sense.
Turn him a little bit, and then move him up a few inches just to make sure I can still bring my main guns to bear.
So he's going to do a B turn,
Ooh, he's really trying to get out of there.
and he's going to try to run into this zone.
The Heragul player has no tracking movement, but the Surakari, I have 2. We're going to bring my anti-missile frigate to target the damaged destroyer. And I'm going to turn my other destroyer to kind of line up across both of his destroyers. The fighter movement for the Heragul, we got missiles going into the destroyer, as well as, oh darn it. Pretty much, that's probably, yep, that's about as most you're going to get there for precision attacks against my destroyer. I have 3 free-ranging fighters left here. I'm going to send them all against his destroyer in an attempt to maybe knock out some weapons if possible.
The Heragul have allocated 4 sensors on this damaged Surakari destroyer.
The Surakari is going to concentrate most of our firepower on his damaged destroyer. And I got a few, one over here in case I need it on the good destroyer, and one more on the running away Tiger Shark in case I can take a pot shot against him.
He will do nothing to the Tiger Shark, I guarantee it.
Fighter combat time. With the Surakari, I've got 3 fighters doing a precision attack against his relatively good shaped destroyer. I'm looking for 5s. I don't want to see 1s. I have 1 success.
1 success.
So 1 point of damage to your weapons. Next up, my anti-fighter weapons from my 2 destroyers are going to target the guys around him here. So this destroyer is going to fire at
4 dice.
him.
He
4
needs-
dice. His weapons are red, so I do need 6s right now, unfortunately.
You could get him. Lucky 6.
No.
Alright.
Then the other destroyer is going to fire the same target, needing 5s. Yeah, there's that 6 I could have used. But
And
he's
he
gonna be
takes
dead.
them coming in at the Surakari destroyer. I'm looking for 5s and 6s with the good fighter squadrons. 5s and 6s. Do better than last turn.
1.
1.
And then the damage
And the damage
guy,
on 2.
also.
Yeah, weapons and reactor.
2 of them against 1 fighter, so 4 dice. You need a 4 plus to
They
shoot
have
down.
to go after the same squad? Alright.
And it's going to kill one of my fighters around your destroyer
Okay.
here.
Oh, that's 4 hits.
Yep. He just really overkilled them.
Arc cannons are going to go after these squads.
Alright, so 6 dice against one of those.
I got 1.
1 hit, looking for
2
4
dice.
plus
Fire
against
spread.
1 more fighter around my
Yes.
piece down.
Another overkill.
Oh, first Arcana goes there. 3 dice. 5s are better.
You got 1.
Let's see if it's to kill.
The second arc cannon here. 6. Got him.
Alright, yep. It can still do something. Anyway, heavy plasma pulse beams going against the frigate here because it's the only thing you can shoot at.
Yes,
No
do it.
weapons. I need a 6.
Yes, it'll mean nothing.
And that's going to be a miss. My medium plasma pulse beams are going to the back of his Tiger Shark, needing 5 pluses.
Means nothing.
Let's see, we have 1
Dang
hit
it.
so far. We're going to spend a sensor point to reroll the other one. Okay, well I got 4 plasma cannons, needing 5 to
From
hit
where?
him. Same guy.
What?
I just got 1 more 5 and either spend a reactor point to move to the other bank or he's retreating. I got 1 hit, so 1 point of damage to the Tiger Shark. After that hit, the Tiger Shark is officially retreating.
Officially retreating.
Officially retreating. So I'm going to fire my turret plasma cannons into the back of this. Actually, I got range to the damage destroyer over here.
So,
2 shots. 5 pluses in his back. No hit. Anti-missile frigate into his destroyer there. Medium plasma pulse beams. 1 hit, 1 miss. Sensor point to reroll for a hit for bonus damage, so 5 damage to either armor bank. 2 plasma cannons in the front. 1 hit, 1 miss. Let me do some quick math here. Yes, those 2.
these 1 point damage.
These are 1 point damage. I can burn a sensor point to reroll the one that missed.
Okay.
And that's going to be another hit for 2 more points of damage. Alright, the destroyer is firing at point blank range into that destroyer. Heavy plasma pulse beam. Hit for 3 damage. Medium plasma pulse beams. 2 hits for 4 damage. That's 4 hits from the plasma cannon, so 4 damage. Armor bank is out. And the last 2 turret plasma cannons.
So this is,
Reactor transfer. And then 2 more damage. He hit with every single one of his weapons. He did really good. The last up is my massive battle cruiser who's got range to his damage destroyer. Only got 2 heavy plasma pulse beams though. I need 3 pluses to hit.
Oh,
and that's 2 hits with a bonus damage, so that is 7 damage.
And that's through the armor bank.
Through the armor bank. So, okay.
7 crits.
So it's 7 structure and 7 crits. The 2 missiles hit into my damage destroyer, which will knock off one of his 2 armor banks. And the the tiger shark can fire something probably at him?
Yep. Fire cannons.
2 fire cannons out of his turret arc.
Yep.
And still 3 pluses for these guys.
So
one more hit.
Yep.
So javelin missiles come out, and let's roll for...
Here we go.
The first set of fire cannons.
Oh, fun.
Wow. 3 misses.
He doesn't deserve a reroll.
Okay.
Next set.
I'll take it.
Alright. 1 hit.
1 hit. So now the anti-aircraft frigate over here, he is firing on the same target. Same 3 fire cannons each. Better.
So
2 hits.
2 hits.
Gonna reroll the one that missed?
Yes.
So 3 hits. Burn a sensor point. And then a second. I'm gonna put that. I had to pick a battery. Doesn't really matter. Same criticals. So bank 2.
Alright.
And then 2 more torpedoes into my good destroyer. Wow, that would be 2 misses.
Sensors.
Sensors. Is he hitting on 4s this guy? Or?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Hitting on 4s.
1 hit, so 4 damage. 3 fire cannons into him. What do we got? 2 more hits?
2 more hits.
Alright. Okay, that one. So this is destroyer 1 who has no armor.
Yep.
3. You're rolling 3 dice.
2 hits.
2 hits. Alright, good destroyer is trying to take out my fairly still decent destroyer here. 2 fire torpedoes.
Oh, good.
Both hit with an extra critical. This isn't going to be messy. So no armor left on this destroyer. You got 2 sets of 3 fire cannons coming at him. Survive 1 more turn, guy.
Reroll.
Still a miss.
1 hit. This guy.
Fire at the other one. Same thing. He's basically dead also. Well, he might survive actually. 2 hits. Here's this heavily damaged destroyer. We have 7
critical hits coming in.
Double criticals.
Alright.
And weapons.
Ooh, this might actually save it. Engines. And then do I get any? This is 2 to reaction.
Oh, sensors are gone. Right?
Yep, sensors gone.
2 more to reactor.
And then 6 on hits.
Okay,
So by rolling low, it actually saved
critical
the
weapons,
which got engines, which I have. That is important.
The ship's basically wrecked, but it might not die. So you need double 1s to die here.
Here we go.
Oh, I see a 1 and a 4.
So
it's
that
still
adds
alive,
damage?
but adds 1 more damage to the structure.
So that's
The Surakari. This is my heavily damaged destroyer. 2 sets of criticals to roll here. Both to my weapons, which are just completely already destroyed. So it's going to pretty much take out my sensors and then almost take out my reactor.
This is 6 dice, right?
6 dice. This is what my good destroyer was at the start of the turn.
We want lots of 5s and 6s. Lots of 5s and 6s. Oh,
quite a few 5s
look
and
at
6s.
Look at
Is that 8?
It's 8.
8 5s and 6s. And then 2 to the weapons and 2 to the reactor. Alright, at this point I have 4 extra damage to my structure, so I'm rolling 2 dice. If they're both 4 or less, I'm going to die, which is about, what, 44% chance of death?
Let's do it. 4 or less. Oh!
I'm alive, but I take 1 more structure point.
Here we go.
So end of turn 3, we're at a total score of 4.
4 or less. 4 or less.
And
Fail.
7.
Heragul. Heragul.
Heragul.
That's right.
6.
I want to take it from him.
A 3.
Heragul.
Not much I can do about that.
Rally.
Alright, it's finally battle cruiser time. My first movement of the turn. I'm just going to move up 9 inches. Oh, what the heck. We'll go full 12 inches, make sure. Alright, heavily damaged destroyer is up next. And I'm just going to have him go somewhere in there. And we'll kind of point off over there. Like, okay, first up is his first ship that is retreating.
See where 8 brings him. Move him 6.
He has to move as fast as possible because he's
They
retreating.
move him 8. Go.
12 inches
Currently
movement,
moves 12.
which will take him off the board.
Okay.
Anti-missile frigate is one to get out of this guy's front arc, so I am going to make a nice fast move up there and turn more or less into the middle of that giant pile and see what happens. Just bringing your frigate up a little bit to engage my frigate. And this is your destroyer. It's still in pretty good shape. Also just slowly moving up.
Yep, just slow advance. Guess I can do like this. And this guy I can like that. Yep, go ahead.
Surakari's fighters are first. I'm just moving them over here to engage his one destroyer.
Okay.
And missile move now as well. So we're swarming your ship over here. All right, that works. And you're gonna send your missiles to pretty much guarantee this guy to die. So five fighters against this destroyer up here.
Here we go. 5s and 6s.
That is 3 hits.
Nice.
It's 1 point of reactor, then structure. So he's going to take out his reactor and his structure. Okay, so let's do
first.
anti-fighter weapons here for the Heragul. So fire spread against that guy.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Fire spread. He has 2 of them. Fire spread. 2.
That's 2.
Got him. Arc cannon and another one.
Okay. The anti-fighter frigate taking another one down.
Yep. That's what it's meant to do.
Arc cannon for the destroyer, last guy. 1
hit
to him.
And the second arc cannon. Got him.
That'd be a kill. The Surakari, the 3 fighters that died are doing precision attack against the destroyer. I have no successes.
That's outstanding. They turned into space debris on the way in.
Anti-fighter weapons. I can roll on destroyer 3 back here. I can get a 6 as a shoot down his fighter. 1 damage to one of your fighters. That's a 6. And then I've got this destroyer here is going to try to shoot down one of the missiles. Need a 6. 1 missile shot down, but one's still going to get through at the moment. However, we have my anti-missile system, which is finally going to be used to shoot down the last missile.
What does it need?
Easy success. It's a 4, 10. Yeah,
we're going to do 1 and 1. We're going to do 3 here, 3 here.
All right. So firing against
this guy first with the forward guns.
This is a normal frigate firing. That
3 hits.
Is 3 hits. That will kill. Guaranteed kill.
Outstanding. 3 over here. 3 hits.
3 more hits. That's going to also be a guaranteed kill. This function destroyer is firing on my anti-missile frigate. First time it's been hit this game.
Well, I haven't hit it yet. But we're going to work real hard.
Targeted.
Fire torpedoes.
Fire torpedoes.
2 hits with a bonus crit.
First set of fire cannons.
3 hits.
See 3 hits. All right. Second set. Same bank and armor 2.
Fire cannon 2. 3 hits.
Oh my goodness. Okay, 6 more damage. Okay, turret fire cannon back into same anti-missile frigate. I'm going to take that on armor bank 1.
Okay.
What's the weapons at?
Nothing. So I think I need 6s.
Okay. You're my rear arc though, so 5s.
5s.
That's 1 hit. Spend some sensors to re-roll and nothing.
Alright.
Fire torpedoes in my battle cruiser. We got 1 sensor point and some
and
the
fire cannon
guy. And then fire cannons.
2 hits.
2 hits. Whatever I call the torpedoes, but it's something. The dead guy, first dead guy with the red weapons firing into the side of the frigate here. Firing my heavy plasma pulse beam. Hit. Or no, miss, sorry.
Miss. Good.
I'm going to start firing then into the back of your destroyer.
Okay,
so I need 4.
Healthy one.
Got it. This is medium plasma pulse beams. Alright, medium plasma pulse beams. When to the back of his good destroyer, 1 hit, 1 miss. I'm going to spend a sensor point and reroll the one that missed. And it's still a miss.
Yay.
Alright, plasma cannons. Looking for 4s. 1 more point of damage to the back of that guy. And turret. 2 more turret plasma cannons, both hit for 2 more points of damage. Is the basically knocked out destroyer. Heavy plasma pulse beam, a 6. Miss. I'm not going to re-roll that. Medium plasma pulse beams. Need 6s. No good. Plasma cannons. Fishing for 6s. Nothing.
Outstanding.
And then finally a turret. Plasma cannons. 1 point of damage from that guy.
What?
So anti-missile frigate, same destroyer, just pounding this guy into oblivion. Because he's basically...
This destroyer's feeling great. The
still?
battle cruiser hasn't fired up. Yeah, he's in good shape. Who are you attacking? Which one?
Same destroyer.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, medium plasma pulse beams, both hit for 4 damage, and then 2 plasma cannons. Battle cruiser is now going to be firing into that same destroyer. Let's see if we can
taking
really
it on the other armor bank.
Other armor bank. All right. Heavy plasma pulse beams. Both
miss.
That's what sensor points are for.
Yeah, that's what low rolls are for. Oh, look.
And one more miss and one hit, so 3 points of damage from those guns. 3 medium plasma pulse beams.
Still a crit. And I'm going to spend a reactor on the other armor.
2 misses so far. We're going to spend 2 more sensor points.
Okay.
And I'm going to re-roll the 2 that missed. So 1 more hit, so 4 more points of damage. First set of 4 plasma cannons from the battle cruiser. 2 hits, 2 misses. Going to burn 2 more sensor points. And we're going to get 2 more hits. So 4 hits total from the first battery. 4 more plasma cannons to finish off his attacks. And I do have 1 more sensor point left.
Miss.
Hit, so 4 more points of damage.
Crit rolls for the Heragul destroyer that just got woken up by the Surakari battle cruiser. We have 4 structure,
4 sensors, 4 engines, and a reactor. Here's the critical rolls for the Surakari anti-missile frigate. Reactor shot out, and sensors have taken a point of damage, and then I have an extra 1 damage critical roll for reactor. Here, end of the turn, he has a target of 7 because the 2 destroyers went down this turn. But I do have 2 reroll points.
We're probably going to burn them up. We got to burn them all up. Here we go. 7 or less, right?
Yep.
7 or less. A 5. Would you like to do a reroll?
1 reroll. Reroll both of them. I
Okay.
can burn these as long as I have them. And I can
7.
reroll both dice or just 1 die.
7 or less. Here we go. Both dice in this case?
Yeah, both dice in this case, yeah.
7 or less. We have a 8.
8.
Oh, we didn't have
Game
to
goes
burn
on
the
for
reroll.
1 more turn.
Turn 5 initiative. The
Heragul.
Heragul path to victory.
Which side was it?
To 4.
4. Surakari.
6. Surakari.
I needed that right
Succeed.
now.
Why?
If the warship that's retreating is going to be moving first.
Full speed.
Wait for the battle cruiser. Well, that's the way to do things. Obvious choice first. We're just going to move the battle cruiser up a few inches and we'll turn him like that.
Isn't he brave?
Taking on littler ships, ready to just destroy them in one shot. I am going to just move him up here, right in the middle of you 2 guys. So let's go a little bit beyond and do a 90-degree turn.
Okay, he's going to high burn. Can you move him 14 there, Jason? B maneuver. He's going to B maneuver. He's also going to spend a reaction. And he's going to, yep, there.
A battle cruiser tracking movement. He's going to just turn a little bit, just so he can be set up for maybe a little bit more advantageous move next turn.
And that's 3 more reactor.
So the anti-missile frigate got swarmed by the enemy fighters, and we're going to move on to sensors phase and then to fighter combat. All right.
Kill it.
2 sensor points on my frigate over there. Oh, because once he gets that extra,
Yeah.
wants to get an extra point for ending the game. All right,
Survive.
fighter combat. Surakari won the initiative. I have 6 fighters defending me here, so I need 4 pluses. That's not a roll.
Yeah, and my fighters, go for it. 3.
3. So he's going to be we're going to take these 2 out.
All right.
Then my anti-fighter attacks, I'm going to turn them on your fighter over here, and he's the anti-missile system, which is 4 dice, 5s or better. Takes another guy down. Battle cruiser also gets his fire. First 4 against that fighter right there, the hunter.
Looking for 5s.
Nothing.
Hunter survives.
Second one, that'll be a
dead.
kill.
All right. Heragul hunters against the Surakari fighters.
All right,
These are Gatling guns with rerolls.
so 5 pluses with the reroll.
Here we go. Take out the Surakari. course.
1 hit so far.
Of course, rerolls are needed. There we go. Rerolls, Gatling gun. Kill the bugs.
That will be
Nothing.
only 1 damage.
Only 1.
One
Precision
hit.
attack.
So 1
nothing.
dead guy kills himself even more.
I understand why.
And the other one's nothing. Yeah.
All right, cannon.
Yep, our cannon to
Right.
my
And-
fighters escorting there.
Yep, and he has no weapons.
So we need 6s.
So 6s. And he has 1 arc cannon. The wounded one.
And that's no hits.
This one.
Second one,
Same.
same target.
Yep. And
Also nothing, 5. Okay, our cannons from the anti-fighter frigate going over the same target. You
6
get
dice, right?
6 dice, you get 3 more.
Nothing.
Still no hit,
And
but he
then-
does have his fire spreads to go against the guys escorting the
4
battle
dice?
cruiser. 4 dice. 4s are better. And that'll be a kill. Okay, warship attack phase. We're just going to put the battle cruiser's firepower into the destroyer. I want to see if I can take him out.
No.
No. Heavy plasma pulse beams. 3 pluses. That's 2 hits with a bonus, so 7 damage to either armor bank.
Reactor, switch armor bank.
Alright, medium plasma pulse beams. 1 miss, so a sensor point. For a hit, for a bonus, so that's 3, 5, 7 more damage. Plasma cannons. Same target, 4 plasma cannons into him.
Okay.
3 hits, 1 miss, sensor point. It's a hit for 4 more points of damage. I'll just fire the rest at him. See if I can either destroy him or get him to retreat. Either one's good.
Ooh, 2 1s.
2 1s, but I got 1 sensor point left. A
Doesn't
miss, so
matter.
2 more points of damage. So plasma cannons from the forward arc are firing from my Surakari frigate over to the anti-fighter frigate. And his main plasma pulse beams are basically facing away because he had no reactor points to track.
Good.
1 fire cannons from the anti-fighter frigate going into the battle cruiser.
Hits on 3s. 3 hits.
3 hits the battle cruiser.
Yeah, I guess we're splitting the fire. We're doing the fire cannons to the battle cruiser and the 2 turreted fire cannons over to the Surakari frigate. Second ship, fire cannons to the front.
I see 1 hit and then 2 misses. And then now the turret guns are going to fire at the anti-missile frigate over here.
Yes.
Ooh, this is ugly. Okay, bank 1 for the first batch. I see 2 hits and a miss.
Sensor, miss.
So there goes his armor bank.
Okay, 3 hits.
And because it has a second ship firing at him, I can choose either armor bank for free. Okay, fire cannons from the destroyer into my anti-thing.
Hit.
So that's 1 hit. Alright. That's just going to go right to the structure. And I did not fire at him again. A very serious tactical mistake. So more fire cannons at the frigate as well.
Sensor,
One
last
more.
one.
1 more hit.
1, 2.
Oh, 2 more. Fire torpedoes from the destroyer into the battle cruiser.
Yes.
That's 2 hits with 1 auto critical. Same bank. So
2 damage.
2 hits. Battle cruiser has 3 criticals, so the first group of 2 is going to go to his structure, and then the group of 1 is going to go also to his structure. Okay, anti-missile frigate's got 2 groups of 2. And we have a 5 and a 2, and then a group of 1, which is reactor, which is also going to go to structure. So 3
Good.
points to his structure and 2 to his engine. Heragul destroyers, 6 critical groups, and if you had any weapons, they're gone now. 4 damage to weapons, 2 damage to engines, 4 damage to sensors, and then go to
5.
structure. Oh, yeah.
He's gone.
And he blows up. Yay!
Giving you a reroll.
Alright, death check on my anti-missile frigate. A 3 and a 1, he is dead.
Not good.
So that's going to give 1 more point to the Heragul for victory condition. End of the turn for the victory check. 1 point for being the end of the turn, and then 1 point for the Heragul destroying a ship.
So
9 on 2 or less with
this is it.
2 rerolls. This could be very difficult for me to actually
here we
continue
go.
on the game. We'll see.
A 6.
6.
Would you like to use a reroll?
I want to use a reroll on just the 2.
Okay, he's just picking one.
Probably a bad choice, isn't
We'll see.
I don't know. There
A
we go.
9.
That's a 9.
But that's a 9.
Yeah, 1 more turn to try to win this. Yeah. Okay, we'll see what happens in turn 6.
Oh!
Until 6. And for the first time this game, I could use my Surakari captain card. My initiative adds +1 to it. I now have a 7 initiative, and I
cry
win
foul!
the initiative.
Foul!
Finally! First warship's going to be the one that's been retreating all game. Or the last few turns anyway, that I seem to ignore.
The best thing I can do is just try to overshoot you.
Mm-hmm, pretty much.
And then...
Surakari battle cruiser, my only ship left, is going to make his full B turn. But it's more of almost if you get on both sides of me, I can't, engage both targets and
I don't know, and I think I'm gonna try to do that.
just run away and buy
no,
some time.
No. Just be on either side.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can only do 90 degrees one way or the other.
Yep.
And then,
I am using my tracking to go about like that, and I can fire at that warship.
No, just escort him.
That works. I am going to move my fighters up here. With their 20-inch movement, because they're scouts.
Sure.
And all they're going to do is just give me more sensor points against
Yep.
that warship. 16-inch movement to get away from my little guys. You're going to charge them into my battlecruiser? You can
So yeah, all the fire cannons here. Fire spreads here.
Tactical fail on the Surakari side there. You don't need to be that close.
There we go.
Then he's out. Okay, now the arc
Now the
cannons.
arc cannons get to cheese. Arc cannon here
From the destroyer?
from the
Destroyer
destroyer.
arc cannon, 3 dice, 5s or better.
Got 2 5s.
3 5s, that'll do it.
Now we're
Okay,
doing arc
done.
cannons.
6
here.
dice against
6
those guys.
dice. Wake them up.
No hits yet. 3 more
Today,
to
no
roll.
love, no love. 1 hit.
1 hit, alright. So, first up is his anti-fighter weapons.
Got
That's
1.
1 missile. Second battery. That's
Need 6,
nothing.
right?
Need 6, so nothing. And then I've got 3 fighters around him, so I've got 6 shots to shoot down 1 missile.
All right, let it get through. Let it get through. Oh,
Got it.
they earned a little paint mark on their cockpit.
Okay, warship attack phase. Surakari are going first. We have my 2 heavy plasma pulse beams into his anti-fighter frigate there.
Yes, he's going to kill it.
Not
Oh!
rolling like that, I'm not. That's why I've
Get
lost
some
the
other
sensors.
ones and twos.
Ah,
Only
okay.
1 landed.
4 damage from the bonus. Alright, plasma pulse beams. That's 3 hits with 2 bonus for 3, 6, 8 damage. First 4 plasma cannons.
Reactor.
Go to the other armor bank.
Heck yeah.
2 hits so far. Burn 2 more sensors on them. 4 points of damage. And then finally, my last bank of plasma cannons. 1 more sensor point. Okay, whoops. But not configure over he dies, but it works. Alright, hit for 4 more points of damage. An anti-fighter frigate into my battlecruiser. Bank 1.
Bank 1. Here we go.
2
Reroll.
hits.
3 hits.
3 hits.
Second fire cannon. 3 hits.
3 more hits. Ouch. Okay. This other frigate firing on my battlecruiser.
And these hit on 2s.
2. Oh, you're my rear arc, aren't you?
I am.
Alright. Bank 1. 1 damage or critical either 1.
Oh, look at that.
2 1s.
So 1 die for sensor.
Yep, 1 die for 1 of the hits.
Hit.
Alright, so 2 more critical. 1 more critical circle. 2 more
And
damage.
the last 3.
3.
2
2
hits.
hits.
Anti-fighter frigate taking crits. Oh, it's surviving. Took
Okay.
out 4 weapons.
4 some weapons are out. Engines
It
are
took
hit.
out engines, which still have red, and it took out 4 reactor.
So he's retreating though.
You only have 2 systems out.
Oh, armor banks aren't out?
Nope.
Oh, battlecruiser has 2 groups of 2 on him. Sensors and reactor. He'll be alright.
Yeah,
He might.
he's-
Oh, no, he's still. He has reactor points full, but he lost the sensor points.
The roll for the Heragul.
We're at a 10 for this turn.
Did they tie up the Surakari battle squadron long enough, or not?
I have 1 reroll. 1 reroll.
Will the dice god smile upon the lizards?
I don't know.
Here we go.
A
7.
I just want to reroll the one die.
Wants to re-roll the 1 die.
So-
Here we go.
So,
all right, here we go.
So 50% chance the game goes on.
50-50. 1, 2, 3. The dragons win.
Oh,
And they win.
that's game. That's a 9.
High five.
Good game, John. Good game.
All right.